Hi guys, I hope this is working as expected. This is the Code Chameleon. I'm Stefan Jorgensen and I'm a real .NET developer. I've been fiddling around with this idea that I wanted to make a live stream of me working, just so that you can basically see what it looks like when a real developer is working, because I think that there's a lot of really good videos out there on YouTube showing really cool developers doing really cool stuff, but I think that it's heavily edited, so it might not be like the truth about what it looks like when a real developer is working, because there's always small roadblocks and hiccups and stuff you have to figure out while you're working. It's never smooth sailing as it looks like on all the YouTube videos out there. So I just want to try to expose it a little bit and maybe blow off the covers a little bit to actually show you what does it really look like to be a developer, because I think there's a lot of like the imposter syndrome is really heavy in this business, because there's so much cool content out there where it looks like everything is easy, and it's not easy. It's never easy. It rarely is. I always get suspicious if it's a bit too easy, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so the plan for today is to do just a 50-minute Pomodoro, so a 50-minute session where we try to tackle off some of the issues that we have in front of us. I'm currently making a small data mining solution where I want to mine data from Betfair that I want to use for training an AI model for Betfair trading. But that's a long project. First up is actually getting some data that we can train the AI model on. So that's what I'm currently looking into. So right now I have the API up and running, so that's good. And I think I have most of the logic in place that actually retrieves the data from Betfair. I'm focusing on horse racing, by the way. So it retrieves all the races for today, creates the races in the database, all the horses in the database, and starts polling for data. The thing that I'm missing is, first of all, I want to verify that the data I'm getting from the Betfair API is stored correctly in the database. So that's the first thing I want to do today. And the second thing, if that's working, then the second thing I want to do is actually implement the historical data. So for each time I'm polling, I think it's each second. So the data that I'm getting back each second I want to store. So like horse X has this market data. So the odds and the money available, I want to save that with the timestamps so that I can actually replay it when I want to train the AI model. So that's the next thing I want to do. Anyway, I'm just gonna start a clock here. Where is bell? Where is it? Not coming? Ah, here we are. Okay, Pomodoro 1. Go. All right, so 50 minutes from now. First up, I have a Docker container. Excuse me. I have a Docker container with my SQL database, and there's some data there at the moment. But I want to delete everything and kind of start over so that I can monitor that everything is saved correctly. All right, so I'm just gonna find my Docker desktop. Let's see. It's always a bit slow to fire up. Come on, Docker. What are you doing? Here we are. All right, I'm just gonna delete this. Goodbye. All right. And I have the Docker command for starting a new container. Oh, it's not recognized. Recognize Docker. So roadblock number 1, what's going on? Interesting. Okay. Well, we can do it from Docker desktop instead, I think. I don't know why it doesn't know Docker. That seems a little bit weird. Into that. I should have the image somewhere. Here we are. Run. Yeah, 1433. That's the port mapping. That's why 1433 is the normal SQL Server mapping. And I need a few parameters set. It is used when the SQL Server is starting up. So that's accepting the user agreement, and we need a SA password as well. And this is the super strong password that I'm using. Okay, that will take a moment to start up. So the next thing we need to do when the database is up and running, we need to create the database and then run the migrations from EF Core against the database so all the tables are created. This usually takes like a minute before we are up and running. Let's see if we can connect. Here, let's just bye. Let's just see, can we connect? Yes, we are up and running, it looks like. Good. So far, so good. And then we need to run the migrations against the database. So I do this from the terminal, .NET EF database update. Remember, you need to be in the folder where your EF Core project is, so where the DB context is. Or else this will not work. So it's just building, succeeded, and applying migration. So now we should be able to see the tables. Great, we have tables. Okay, good. So this is the data aggregation service that I built. So this is basically what it's run from the program when I run it. It's just a console application at the moment. We call it collect data async, which is this method, and this has basically like a while loop, which runs each second. So this is milliseconds, and we run the data collection worker async method, and that is the method that is calling the Betfair API and retrieving the data. So let's just put a breakpoint here and see what happens. I have the Betfair token, which I need for calling the Betfair API. I already got that somewhere. Here we are. So this is basically the token that Betfair needs for accepting my calls. All right. So first of all, we want to get all the markets. Let's just dive in and see what happens here. That's not what I wanted to do. I can go here. Okay, I wanted to dive into this one. Okay, so I have a market client that I built. Oh dear, this is not what I wanted. Okay, we get the markets here. Sorry, I just skipped that one. It's not very interesting, it's just an API call. So there's 21 markets. We have the Betfair market ID, we have a market book. No runners, that seems... Okay, I think I'm getting the runners later. So this should be the market array. So 21 races today sounds like it's correct. I check if there's no markets. I just return. There are markets. And then I want to create the markets. So for each market, I check, is there a market already in the database? If not, if there is a database, I just continue. Is a market in the database. Why? Oh, why? That's interesting. I wouldn't expect there to be any markets, right? Because we just... It must have saved it previously? Where did it do that? Not that one, not that one. Let's just see. Is it just the get markets? Where did I save the markets for the... That is the question. Get markets. This just returns the list of markets. It's not doing anything in here. So this is just the HTTP client calling the Betfair. That's correct. So this should just return the markets. Yeah, as expected. And I think this just tests if there are none. Markets found, so this should be false, okay. Create markets. So why did it already... Okay, that's really weird. I just want to go back a step here. Let's just clean the database again. Can we just truncate it maybe? There's constraints obviously. Okay, it's just easier just to kill it with fire. Okay. We will spin it up again. Just have those settings we needed, right? Accept EULA, yes please. And SA password, which was the super safe password, your strong password. Good. We wait a second. Just so my thoughts here are, where does it save the markets? Because I would think that happens here, but apparently they were already created, and that surprises me a little bit. All right, let's see if we can database update. Let's go. Always waiting. Let's go. Seems that it's not up yet. Come on. Ah, I missed the port. Oh. I didn't set up the port, that's why it's... Can I do that on the fly? No, I don't think I can. Let's just try again. I forgot to set up the port, so that won't work. Strong password and the EULA accept. Try again. So the port was not mapped to the container, so it was trying to access port 1433, but the container was not listening on 1433. Okay. Is this better? Build started. Build successful. Yeah, that's better. All right. Okay, you should be good to go. So if I check the markets, okay, there's no markets in the markets table right now. So I will debug. Token. All right, let's just check again. No markets. One step. I wonder, did I maybe continue the entire run inadvertently, and then the next time that the debug the breakpoint was hit, obviously it had already created. I think that must have happened, right? Still no markets here. No. All right, and then we go to create markets. It's not null for each market. We check. It should be null. Yeah, and we create the market. This is basically just the EF core stuff. Save changes, return the market. So now we should have one market. Okay, great. So I'm just gonna run to here. So now we should have, was it 21 markets, I think? 20 markets. Maybe one of them has already gone off because they are currently running. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Okay, great. So we save the markets and get relevant markets. I have a market filter that only takes in the markets that are X minutes into the future, because I don't want to already start to save data for a race that will start tonight, for instance. I'm only interested in last, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes maybe. So I think it's currently 400 minutes, and that's because if I start working in the morning, then I don't get any data back. This would probably be 10 or 20 when we are ready. This is set up in the program.cs at the moment. I want to use it, move it to app settings because that's a better place to have it. But currently it's 400 because I basically just want to have some data no matter what time of day I'm working. All right, so the market filter, here we are. This should return all the markets within the next, which has a start time, market start time, within the next 400 minutes. So that's probably almost all of them, I think. Goody goody. And if there's no relevant markets returned, we just return. We don't need to do any more. But there are markets, 18 of them actually. And then we get the market books. So the market book is basically the data for each runner. So each horse in each race. Let's take a look at that. I have my market book client. Let's just dive into that as well. Let's do that. One. Just do a debug here. Here we are. So here I create a list of market books. I have a list. This is the Betfair IDs of each market. So that's basically what I need for asking the Betfair API. And the Betfair API prefers six, a maximum of 6 markets at a time, because if you ask for more, then the data is just too big. So I just split them up into 6 calls basically. Calls of with groups of 6. So I get like an array here where there are 6 IDs, or max 6 in each batch, so to speak. And for each batch, we call the Betfair API and get some market books back. That's great. Let's take a look at one of them. There's 11 horses, 11 runners. And for each runner, we have some orders, and that is basically the back and the lay side of the book. I currently only retrieved 3, the 3 most relevant back prices and lay prices. So it's currently priced 161, and there's 221 pounds, I think, available. And we take a look at the next price. 161, there's 332, and at 159, there's 786. And likewise with the lay side, we have 163, 102 available, and so on and so forth. So this is the data that I'm interested in. This is the data that I want to retrieve each second, and for each time retrieve it, I want to save it to the database. I have not done that yet, so this is basically just some of the groundwork for that to be ready to go. All right. So we have 18 market books with a lot of data, runners and so on. That's great. We return the market books. And yeah, the market books are here. We check if there's no market book returns. We just return. So this is just ensuring that we just fail as fast as possible, or return as fast as possible if there is no work to be done. Right, and for each market book, we want to save the runners and all that data. So for each market book, first we retrieve the market. We already have that in the database. I'll just check if it's null. This should not happen. It could happen, but it should not happen. I check if there's any runners. There's currently no runners in the market because this is the first iteration that we're doing. So we basically just excuse me. We basically just set the runners that we have to the runners list in the market book. So that's good. And we update the market. And this is basically setting all the orders. This should not be set in DB market as it looks right now. So if we look at runners, there's no runners yet. Is this really necessary in the first run? I am not sure. So now we should have some runners in the database. Do not. Oh, I had to go past save changes, obviously. Yeah. Still no runners. So why is that? What is the market? ID 2. So that is this one. We're not getting any data. Do we have any order books? No order books either. Backouts? No. So this actually looks very wrong. So this was the market that we just handled. Does not have any runners. So there's something wrong with the update. Interesting. I think the problem here is that I'm trying to update on the first run and there's nothing to update yet. So I have to, in the first run I just have to create it like normally. And then on the second run, when there's already data, we need to update it. And the question is, do we really need to update it? Because after the basic data for each market and each runner and so on is in place, then we don't really want to change that anymore. Then we are only interested in the odds available, right? So we definitely have to rethink that. So where are we coming from here? So this is the data integration. So this does the update market And I don't think we want to do that. I think this should be moved in here. But can we don't have the market repository dot create market. So where's this called? That's not what I wanted. The other one. So this is in the create. So essentially, when I call my create markets, there are no runners here, because this is just basic data about each market. They get the data about the runners afterwards. So either when I call this, I have to make sure that the runner so the market book, that runners, that this list is actually populated, which it's not the first time we call it. Or I could also go another route. And instead I could do in the context, do a DB set of market book, maybe? Because then I could do... Does it have the market book? Or no, it did not have the market book, right? Did not have the star from market. It's not. It's called order book. So there's no order books, right? Okay. So if I do that, I think I'm gonna do that instead. I actually already have it. Okay. So that's good. I already have a DB set of orders, and each order is related to a market. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, this is not what I need. I need a DB set of order book. What's it called? Each market has a list of runners, which has the... Okay, so I think I need a list of runners. But the problem here is, if I do this, the runner does not have a... Oh yeah, it does have a link to the market ID. Okay, so that's good. Okay. So if we do this... it should also be moved. Just a reminder to myself. Move to app settings. 101. Connection stream, yeah. Init from... Okay, good. I need to do need to add a method for that as well. Should I do a repository just for runners, maybe? I think that's the better way to go, just to kind of segregate the two. So I'm just gonna make a new interface. runner repository, get runner, 8 runner, Yeah, let's go with this. Just gonna move it to its own file. Just gonna go create the implementation here. Class runner repository. Let's see. I can't spell. Let's see. What do you suggest? What? Thank you. AI is good, but it's not really good sometimes, right? What's your public and your task? What? You know what? AI, you suck. Sometimes AI is more confusing than anything else. Oh, you know what? That's my... I just want to find my interface again. So task. Oh, it is. Oh, sorry. I thought it wasn't the correct implementation I was getting here. Context dot. So this is just one runner. Dot single async. Betfair selection ID. No ID. Oh, this should be long. Now that I think about it, I think, wouldn't we need all the runners for a given market as well? You know what, let's just leave it for now. I'm not sure that we need it. Yeah, that's because that's not how stuff works. Runner, wait. And then we do return runner. Like that. Okay. Just want to go back here because we know that we will return a runner. Good. Create a runner. Definitely need that as well, right? So we do context.runners.add async runner. So this is the domain, so we need to adapt it to runner entity. What is it called? So this, I need to find the model for. Here we are. So this is the namespace we need. So this is the domain version, so the Betfair version, if you will, of the runner. But EF Core has its own version, so I adapted to that. Runner. Okay, good. Yeah. I actually want to return the runner. Well, this returns a task of the entity. Okay. Runner? No, let's call it DB runner. Wait, this. Yeah, make that async. And oh yeah, we need to do that as well, obviously. And then we do return DB runner adapt. Runner, right? Oh yeah, I need entity. What? So this is. So I'm telling you to adapt it to the domain runner. And it's saying this is a Oh, I'm so stupid. The syntax is all wrong. This is what I wanted. Alright. So that should take care of that. And the update of the runner, which right now is probably not interesting. So I'm thinking that we will make a repository for saving the odds data when we start polling each second, instead of doing it here. I'm just gonna leave it like this for now, I think. Let's go set up the dependency injection. Let's just do it. Where's the other repositories? Here, services, scope, that's fine. Runner repository. Okay, good. So that's up and running now. It's great. Let's just close a little bit of all that stuff. And we need to inject the runner repository thing. Much good. So instead of doing this, I'm gonna do runner repository dot so I have a list of runners here. I'm just thinking to, instead of doing like a for loop here over each runner, adding one at a time, we should just add a range instead. So yeah. Yeah, create runners, exactly. That's what I want. Yes, please. This should be task of runner. List of runner. Like this. Do I really need the market ID? Yeah, I think that's the cleanest way to do it. Need to implement it. Here we are. So what we do is we go var runners. No. We do. Oh yeah. Yeah. So we do var new db runners. So we adapt the list of runners to the EF core model, and we do. Yes, we definitely want to set the market ID on each of them correctly. Yeah. We add the range and we save the changes. And now we await that. Is there a async of that? Yeah, there is. Await. Yeah, like that. So what are you returning? Are you returning the list of the entity? Yes, you are. I'm just gonna reuse the variable basically. And return new. Oh, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. Let's call this var add range result. What's the problem? Cannot assign, but this is not void, right? Oh, it is void. Oh, okay. So in that case, I would need to, return context dot. I should go through the. I could go through the market here instead of. Oh, sorry. I could go markets dot where. X dot ID equals market ID dot runners. Well, never mind. It will all end up in the same. If I do this or go through the markets and return the list of runners, should be the same. Okay, good. I actually have like a to-do here that this class has been really neglected, like test-wise. So maybe I should just do this. Let's get that started as well. So in the application tests, so let's just create a new class. This is called data aggregation service. Should just gonna move it over here. Let's just get some of the stuff here. I obviously need mock, and I also use auto fixture. Called and maps as well, obviously. That one I need. I have not installed it in that project yet, so we just do that. Days, great. And shouldly is the last one, which is basically just a nice syntax for doing our asserts like that. Good. All right, so we could go. So basically, first up, I just want to make sure that what did we call it? Crate runners? Yeah, the crate runners should be async. Wait. So I want to make sure that the create runners async method is called on the runners repository. This is a theory. Auto data, yes please. Public async task should call create runner async. Just when, oh dear, that's, you know what, I'm just gonna kill this because I wanna mess up my head here. So we call it create, and this is the first time when market does not have runners. So this is this if, right? So if we have a market book where there's no run, when market book does not have any runners, I want to make sure that the market now. Okay, good. So need the soot, which would be, yeah, but not the my market repository. Well, I probably need that as well, and I need the run repository, and I need the soot. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. AI. So what we want to do here is var result await aggregate. Oh dear, I need the event types and all that good stuff. Can I do this? Okay, so that's void. Okay, fair enough. So this is basically just the different event types and stuff like that. Technically, it doesn't really matter in the unit test what we throw in here. Okay, never mind. That's not really interesting with regards to the unit test, that this is real data, right? This could just be anything basically because it's a unit test, so we basically control it. Anyway, okay, good. And the assert would be that the runner repository mark, I want to verify that the create runners async has been called with the runners. So that's the market book. The market book. Market book comes from get market books. Okay, so we need to set up the. We need to make sure that the market books that we get here are only the real ones. Sorry, the only the one that we're interested in. Get market books. Let's just see that here. Market books. market book client. We need that as well here. Some market book service? No. Market book client, right? Call this market book client. Like that, and we need to set that up so that this will market. Yeah, that's fine actually. So we're setting up the market repository to return the market when we call get markets with the Betfair market ID that has been generated. That's fine. And we need to set up market book client. Giving me here, Mr. AI. It's not called that. It's called get. What? Market client? Oh, wait a minute. This one. Yeah. And what are the arguments here? Betfair market ID, so just want to see the string of any string array. So any string array should return a list of market book with our ID. So that's string here. Yeah. String runners, okay. The runners, which is empty. We tell the market repository to return the market when we come with our Betfair market ID. Okay, good. And we tell the book client to return a list of market book which contains our runners. Yeah. We call that like the entry method here. And then that should basically take us all the way to the promised land, hopefully. So this is what you get if you neglect doing the TDD when you code, right? You have to do all this, backwards work, so to speak, and that's really frustrating. I'm just gonna do a breakpoint, whatever here, and debug here. So we're running out of time. This was the 50-minute Pomodoro, but let's just run this and see if everything is working as expected. It is not. What is going on? Can you please... Or it's still running? Oh, it's still running. Or is it? What's going on? Did it run? Didn't hit my breakpoint. What's going on? Was unable to create an instance from mock. It's failing to create a mock of my market book client. Interesting. Why is that? What's the problem here? Well, that's the next thing that we need to tackle. I'm just gonna do a to-do here. Mock cat. Create a mock of All right, so that was basically the first live stream that I've done. If you think this was interesting or anything, have any input, please reach out. I'd love to hear from you. And well, yeah, until next time, have a great day and keep coding.